All right. Hello, everyone. Just a quick stream here. I was kind of getting bored of doing just the landing challenges that they had set up inside flight simulators. So I was trying to figure out one of my own. I was annoyed that you can't fly through underneath most bridges, but I did find a bridge in San Francisco you can fly through as long as you fly as close to the road as you possibly can. So I kind of set up a little time challenge. So I figured I'd just run you through the course real quick and see how fast we can do it and hopefully not crash. I've only done this twice now just to see if it was possible. And I've only done it in this plane. So it's going to be about a 17-minute long flight. It's just going to be take off from here, head down this way this way down to the bridge over here. And we're going to fly through the bridge as close to the road deck as possible. We have to clear this little mountain here at the very end and then make our way back and land here at San Francisco and then stop the timer. The last time I did it, the fastest I've been able to do it in this plane so far is 17:27. That's kind of because I didn't really know what I was doing the first time. I just set the timer to see if I could find the bridge first in the first place and then just see if I could complete the course. So it's a pretty slow lap time, I suppose. All right, let's get ready to go. Hey, Bird, how's it going? All right, what's I gonna do? I don't want flaps on this. We're gonna try and be as fast as possible. So the rules I set up for this was essentially for every part except for the bridge part where you have to be low, extremely low. You have to remain below 2,000 feet at all times. If you're not gonna use the realistic flight model and you're gonna use the flight assist, that's fine. Anyway, here's a timer I'm using anyway, by the way. You just hit N on the keyboard, that brings this up, and then you'll be able to use the timer. But if you're not going to use the realistic flight mode and you're going to use any of the, any of the flight assists, just start the timer, let it run for 10 seconds and take a 10-second penalty, and then start your takeoff roll once it hits 10 seconds. And I think that should make it fair because, I mean, you still have to be able to land and stop to be able to stop the timer and record a time. So anyway, let's get this thing going. I want to have this showing so I can actually figure out what headings we're on this time so I can put them in the description. But yeah, we'll just be taking off, heading towards the north here, and you'll see the rest once we do it. So, all right. Timer started, and close the window so I don't have to stare at it this entire time. I have a bad feeling I'm going to end up crashing just because I'm doing this on a stream now and not just screwing around. Well, we'll see. I can probably cut a lot of time off this one. Last time I went over land most of the way, so I'm going to try to stay a little bit closer to the water just to try and make the trip a little bit faster. I think we can do it under. Well, I'm guessing, I think if I had a faster plane, I could do this in under 10 minutes, but with this one, just because I'm going to be stuck at around between 85 and 100 knots most of the time. It's going to probably take about 15 minutes at the least. The bridge we're looking for is just right past this first mountain up here. Trying to just keep myself as flat as possible so I'm not constantly climbing. I can just gain some speed here. I was able to hold around 100 the entire time last time. There we go, that's a little bit better. Try to trim this out a little bit to make things a little easier on me. Bring that up to 0.1. And that should be a little bit easier to hold this level. Just need to get past this road. You can kind of, oh, there we go. So you can see where the city is right in front of us, and then just off to the right, you can start seeing the support struts. Those are the ones that we're going to be going through. So I did cut this wide again. So yeah, I could definitely shave some time off of this. So I'll look at the comments in just a minute. I just wanted to see if I can get through this without crashing though first. And I mean, obviously, if you're not using the completely realistic flight model either, you'll be able to fly a lot faster. It's just that I can't, since my realism settings are turned on, I just can't overspeed that much. I've noticed that in this plane, it's usually around 110. I mean, as long as you're straight and level, you can get away with it. But once you start if you try and do a sharp bank or a sharp climb, the game usually tells you cause critical damage. Hey, Pixels, 47 Yorktown, not Ryan Johnson, Life and Matthew. How's it going, guys? So last night I was playing this last night. I think I was annoying a lot of the players that were online. I was playing in the completely live settings or whatever, and I went and purposely found the busiest airport I could possibly find, where there were a bunch of players, and I just kept pretty much flying at full speed just around the airport, just buzzing around people's planes. I think I was getting some people annoyed at me though. It'd be nice if it was like an FSX, so you could actually talk to people over the radio. So then I could probably listen to a bunch of kids screaming at me and knock it off. Quit being a dick. All right, almost there. I think I should probably find a closer airport to start this from, though. But I figured it was easy. Started from San Francisco, so all you had to do was make that north turn to the north, and then just head straight back south to get back to the airport. Less chance of getting lost, I suppose. I don't have time for ATC. I refuse to acknowledge. Coming at this weird. Last time I followed the freeway around off the left more, yeah, and that lined me up right for the bridge. It looks like we're still okay. All right, so I was thinking the general rule for this part should be you have to stay underneath the top part of you'll see what I mean. Try to keep your altitude inside the bridge, so underneath where like these side supports are. Shit. And just make it through all the bottom gaps here. without crashing. Yeah, I think clearing that spot right there is pretty much the most difficult part of it. But yeah, and then just head back to San Francisco, land, clear the runway, and stop the timer. We so far 8 minutes. Let's see if we can beat our original time. Hey, Dee Dee. I'm just trying to stay as low as and fast as I can. So far, so good. As long as I don't smash it into the runway on the way back. Looking a lot better than last time. I also wasted time last time. About here, I started gaining altitude to come in for kind of a normal landing too, which added about a minute and a half. This is going to be messy. Hey. All right, so 1540. That's still pretty slow. Probably could do it a lot faster with a faster airplane. Nice. I just wanted to see if maybe also there might be a closer airport to start this from and do something a little bit different with it. This fucking map. This one's a lot closer. That one might be better to do. So now what you have to do is come. Well, then you could probably do it both ways. Start here, fly through it, come around, come back through. Whatever. All right, I was just screwing around. Figured I'd set that up and see if anybody wanted to try and beat that time. I'm going to try and see if I can do it with another plane later on. I just don't know. I wasn't really watching very closely, so I don't really know what the wing clearance is on that stupid support thing. So I don't know if anything much bigger than that would probably fit through. What's I going to do? Main menu. I think I'm just trying to try something really quick to start. I'm going to try something larger and start it in the air right by the bridge and see if it would actually fit. I don't think anything much bigger than that icon would actually have the clearance to do it. I think it's also short enough too. That's why I was making it underneath, completely underneath. So anything with a taller tail might not be able to make it either. Let's see what we can find. Let's see. I mean, this has got a pretty big wingspan, so if this can make it through, probably all the prop jobs would do it. Else. Does it tell me? Sorry, let me just profile hanger. I just want to see if I can, yeah, because it will bring up the specifications. So I just want to see if this what the wingspan is on this thing. So I kind of want to just find the largest wingspan I can. Wingspan 52 feet. And the Beechcraft was 57. So let's try this one. That's a lot bigger. It wasn't one I was using though, just out of curiosity. So what I was using was 34. So we're gonna be double, an extra 20 inches. Let's just start right. How runway did we take off from? Let's just take off from here, went north. Let's just start in San Francisco, I guess. Oh, you know what? I should have just turned the developer tools on. Then I could have just paused it once we got there and then swapped out the airplanes. I think I can do that with developer tools. And we could have just seen exactly which ones would fit through there. Oh well. Okay, so there's our bridge.
Landing here. 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 Landing gear. 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 Landing gear.
All right. Something tells me this is not going to fit.
500.
Oh my god. Oops. I'll try the next one.
Stall. Stall. Landing gear. 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 Landing gear.
All right. So mainly the problem right now is it's. Oh shit.
500. Landing
Let's
gear.
get slower.
Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear.
Shut up, please. Try this again. Oh, I'm such an idiot. I wonder if there's an airport nearby, literally across the bay. What a moron.
Landing gear. Landing gear.
Problem is, I don't think I can keep this stable enough to do it. Damn it.
Stall. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear.
I think the only way I'm going to be able to do this is if I go way the hell out and then come in really low. Because every time, I just can't get down fast enough with this. One more pass and then call it quits for the day.
Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Stall. Stall. 500.
Jesus. Yeah, nope. Jesus, it's a lot more difficult than I thought it would be. Alright, fine. Let's see. It's like a ridiculously long pattern, I suppose. We'll box this out. turn off. Here. Fly a long downwind leg over the bridge probably, and then come back from by the tower. We'll try doing a really long approach and see if I can get it down fast this and lined up fast enough this time. Nope. All right. Turn into a base leg. I'm trying to keep this as square as I can. That's better. Just wait until we're just about nose on with the end there, and then we'll turn it on to final. Hopefully not overshoot this time. Oops, oh, a little tight. Let's fix this.
Landing gear.
All right, this
Landing
feels a lot better this time.
Landing gear. Landing gear.
That's annoying. Josh, Cinnabon, you're gonna drop the 1400 for an RTX 3090 plus whatever the cost for the PSU to run it around the 17th. No, that would be a negative. Yeah, I mean, if they did something to the point where you literally had to spend that much money to do an upgrade, they can go fuck themselves. And that would just be a killer for their game. I don't think they'd be that stupid. Will we? Oh my god, we're just gonna barely make it. Having the wheels down kind of feels like cheating. Fuck. All right, well, at least we know that you can actually get through there with a 50-some foot wingspan. So it looked like that was pretty much the limit of exactly how wide you can be and still fit through those support beams. I wonder if you can actually fit through the middle ones. I haven't actually tried doing that yet. That might be the next thing to do. Let's see. I know it doesn't. It definitely would be a lot more fun if you could actually hit the cars and cause damage. That'd be kind of fun. And especially with some of those smaller planes, you can try to land on top of like a semi truck, or if they eventually add helicopters to the game, you could try to land a helicopter on top of a semi while it's driving down the street. That'd be fun. But not as cheap since the RTX 3090 is this generation's Titan. The RTX Titan was 20. Yeah, but still, man. I mean, I'm not gonna. I mean, the way it's set up right now is good enough. I mean, the graphics look completely fine to me for the most part. It runs really smooth. Sometimes when I'm streaming, I do see a frame rate drop, but it's not terrible. Everything loads fast. And if Microsoft did something to the game during an update that would require you to upgrade to the latest generation graphics cards and make me spend $1,400, fuck them. No way in hell would I ever do that. And honestly, I would campaign against Microsoft at that point and tell people to go buy Prepared 3D or X-Plane 11 and take it and just play the earlier generation simulator, because quite frankly, the flight model in those games are pretty similar. They're not that much different. This one's a lot better, but I mean, it's the older ones are still flyable. So I mean, if Microsoft did something that drastic to their game, it would seriously just be a game killer, and all the goodwill that they've gotten up to this point would just be completely wasted, and yeah, they would just destroy themselves. I wonder if they'll ever add in damage effects to show your plane crashing. I don't think so, Matthew. There was a big thing right after 9/11 when they started taking out that kind of stuff. It used to be when you crashed, it wouldn't quit the game right away. It would show your cockpit glass all broken out, and you could still see your plane on the ground. And also, there was one version where, like, if you did critical damage to your aircraft and snapped a wing off during flight, it would actually, you would still be in the air and you would actually have to fall to the ground, and you could switch your outside view and see your wing was missing or whatever. So yeah. I mean, it's unfortunate. X-Plane 11 does have crash damage, so I'm sure I'm sure some third party person will end up making a mod to make it so you can actually see crash damage on your aircraft, if that's something Microsoft would even allow. I don't see why not. It is lame. And that was the big thing about, I remember it was, I think it was Microsoft 2000, the 2000 simulator. They actually made the bounding boxes a little bit fatter than the buildings. So if you got too close to the buildings, it would detect a crash. And that was just bullshit stuff they added after 9/11, because people were complaining about, people crashing into buildings in the flight simulator. But who the fuck cares? It's a goddamn simulator. Nobody's dying. And I think that's probably why they also made it so you can't go underneath bridges and stuff. I heard that the developers were actually actively talking about that, how they don't want people to do dangerous things in their game. But I mean, hey man, it's a simulator. This is what a lot of us do, is we come on here to do shit we can't do in real life because it's too dangerous or illegal. So yeah. I mean, you can only simulate, actual VFR and IFR flights for so long before that starts getting a bit boring, and then you start looking for things to do to make the game more fun for yourself. If that means doing weird, dangerous shit that you can't do in a real airplane, so be it. I mean, like I said, it's a goddamn simulator. Who cares? Well, all right, guys. Let's see. Bird of Prey should start his stream in about a half an hour, I thought I saw. So I think I'm going to wrap things up, grab some lunch, and I will see you guys later. Have a good day, everyone. And thanks for stopping by. Well, that sounded real sincere, didn't it? Thanks for stopping by, everyone. Had a lot of fun today. It was just a short stream, just having fun with this stupid little challenge. So thanks a lot. Have a good day, and we'll see you around. That probably didn't even sound any more sincere.